Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. In this video, we will be doing a playthrough of the game Crisis 1914. This is designed by Maurice Suckling and is published by Worthington Games. And I will be playing the solo version. Now this game probably, or not probably, it really shines as a multiplayer game, ideally with all 5 of the great powers having a human controlling them, because then you get all of the possibilities of the entire crisis in the game. So when you play solo, you control Austria-Hungary. So we will be portraying Leopold Berchtold, who was the Austrian foreign minister. I believe that was, yes, foreign minister of Austria-Hungary. And we're going to mainly be concerned with tension between Russia and Austria-Hungary. So the way the game works is you want to build up diplomatic pressure and gain prestige from it without actually pushing the continent over the cliff of war. So the way that works is pretty straightforward. This isn't an overly complicated game. I have it all set up, and I will zoom in a little bit because the top part of the board here won't really come into play. We're going to mostly be concerned with this area here, particularly this area, and then our tracks at the bottom, our calendar, score track, and even this area doesn't matter all that much, although we'll track some things for us because none of the other countries will be controlled. We're really concerned with trying to build up Austria-Hungary's prestige without causing enough of tension with the Russians to actually push the, get to general mobilization and the war begins. So I'm going to reframe the shot, and then we're going to come back and we'll actually get started. I have rearranged the board now so that we are set up and ready to go. So I have 3 cards in my hand, which is what you need. And we go to the first draw step. Now in the first draw step, you will draw a card to your tableau, which is not, it's going to be here. Doesn't exist yet. These are just cards that are out and have been played, essentially. So we're going to draw a card, and it is Krobatin, or Krobatin. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but assertion, 2 times 2 prestige if you have +4 assertion cards on your tableau. So we put that on our tableau. And then if there were other players, they would take their turn and play a card off their draw pile into their tableau, and so on. And then we move to the play step. So as a player, you must add a card to your tableau from the draw pile. So we do this again. This time we get tension in Russia box is 3 or higher. Diplomatic pressure, which is here, is 3. Otherwise, it's 0. We have no tension with Russia right now. That's tracked here. And we use a red die for that. And since it's at 0, I don't have the die out yet. Magyar supremacy, when diplomatic pressure is 0, you discard 1 card from hand. Caution, if the diplomatic pressure is 3, take top card from your draw pile into your hand, or remove an assertion card from tableau to your hand. So we're going to have to play this one. So we're going to have to discard a card from our hand. And to do that, these are the cards we have in our hand. So we have the Emperor, we have Mensdorf, and we have Hoyos. I will discard Mensdorf. Now, you see at the bottom here, there's this circular symbol that is recycle. So you have 3 discard piles. One of them is recycle. I'm going to put them here. And then there's also return and permanent discards. So I screwed this up already, but so with this one, it has a value of 4. I would move this to 4, which would have made this the second action here. If DP is 3, take top card from your draw pile into your hand. So I'm going to do that now. And we'll do this. Or remove an assertion card from tableau to your hand. Maybe we'll do that instead, which means I can score this card again. I'm going to do that, which makes that there. And then that adds 3. So we're going to move that here because our tension is not 3 or higher. Tension in Russia box. So it's not. And that would be one round, so we'd go to the next round and we draw the next card. And this is Burian. It is a consensus card. For every 2 consensus cards on your tableau, you may play +1 card to it. So this one is worth 2, and we're going to play that to our tableau, which moves us up to 9. And then we can add a card to our tableau from the draw pile again, or we can play a card from our hand, or we can deliberate, reorganize, or seize initiative only takes place in a multiplayer game. And we can also pass. If we pass, we end the week. We don't want to do that. Our goal is to get to 14. That gives us 1 prestige point. If we get to 18 and go beyond, each one of those gives us additional prestige points, but it's also going to increase the tension level, which is currently 0. If, say, we got 21, at the end of the week, we would get a +1 on our Russian tension. If that number ever hits 6, we lose. So I'm going to play Krobatin for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will go back and start over again. We draw another card. It's another assertion card for 4. We'll put that one down as well. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can again play a card. We'll do that, and that's 3 assertion cards. So I only need to get 1 more on there, and I can double the prestige. And that's going to bring us to 1, 2, 3, 4 to 21, which is we don't want to go too much further, because if we get a 2, that's bad. So we have to draw a card from here, and it's a 0. No Romanian support. Romania will not support an offensive war against Serbia, so that automatically goes to the tableau. Now I'm going to take a risk here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to draw 1 more card from here and put it there and see what we get. And we get a 2. Weeks 1 to 3, DP is 2. If on tableau in weeks 3 to 6 in the refresh step, this is a permanent discard. Okay. So I'm going to put this up here. Now, what did this say back here? Oh, right. That's just so. So that's 2. So I'm at my limit of 7. So I'm going to stop here. I will pass and keep this card, because I can do that, I believe, and I will confirm that before we go on to week 2. But our total is 23, as you can see, and so that gives us +2 tension. So we take a red die, and it has 2, and we place it there. Now for our prestige, we get 1 for having 14, and then 1 point more for each number over 18. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 prestige that turn. Then we would move to week 2. Okay, so we have to do our refresh step. So now we take all the cards that are in the tableau and this card, which was in our hand. We'll deal with that in a moment. And you look at this symbol. So this has 2, and for week 1 to 3, this goes to the recycle. So we put that in that pile. This goes to recycle. This goes to recycle. 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 And return. So this goes back into the draw pile, and I'll have to shuffle it. Now this card has a recycle on it, so it has to go in the recycle pile. So the recycle pile has a decent number of cards in it. And we set this back to 0. And now we take our draw deck and we put this card back in it. Are shuffled back into the draw pile. So we're going to shuffle these cards. Put them back. And we'll start week 2. And we just flip the first card again. Summer Harvest Leave. In week 2, instead of the first draw step, play this card to your tableau. Ultimatum: if Summer Harvest Leave and the Kaiser's Blank Check are both permanent discards, which this one will be because it has the X on it, shuffle Ultimatum into your draw pile. And Ultimatum is a potential card that could lead to the game being over and the Austrians losing. So that's a 0-point card. So now we need to, I forgot to draw my 3 cards, but we'll just play that there and leave it. I did that backwards. The drawing of 3 cards was supposed to be first. Okay, so, we have this, which is not good. This is our Austro-Hungarian General Mobilization card, which causes war, and we lose. I will not be playing that card. Then we have Tiza, which I think we had last turn, and Forgash, which is a diplomatic back channel card. Now, they're color-coded. This is a caution. This is back channel. Red is assertion. Blue over here is, let me look, because I don't remember. There's also green. Blue is consensus. Green is national interest. And then cards like this one that don't have a color, they don't have a category. So that's the cards from our hand. I'm going to actually, I'm going to play this for 3. And we're going to put this on the board. And then we get a second score one, which goes there. All right. And then we'll go back to the next turn where we draw another card and we get a 3. This is Archduke Friedrich. So if we get another consensus card, we can add, our tableau can be 8. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's draw a card to our hand. And we got this guy, Zapari. Zapari's wife ill in Vienna, week 1 to 3. DP is 0. Diplomatic back channel. Move second score marker +1, or remove an assertion card, or reduce tension. We'll play this to reduce tension. That'll make it 1. And then we'll draw our next card, and we get a 3 assertion card. So that is 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to play this. It's 0 because the tension with Russia is not 3 or higher. And we're going to play it for the caution and take this card back to our hand so we can play it again. We now have 5 in our thing here. This will give us 6. That's 4. So that'll move us up 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a thing that you can do called belligerence. And so what that does is it allows you to double the value of the card you just played. So I'm going to play this Sturge card, and we're going to put this here for 3. And I'm going to use one of my belligerents. I have 5 in total. We move that up there. This costs me 1 prestige. And it gives me 3 more. So I'm going to gain that prestige back. So in the end, it really wasn't that much of a big deal, but it was worth at least showing what it does. And that is now 7 in our tableau. So this card will end up being discarded. I'm going to put it in the permanent, actually this gets reshuffled back into the deck. So again, we'll look at this one more time. And we've got a recycle, reshuffle, recycle, and a permanent discard for the Summer Harvest Leave. These 2 here are both returns, so they're going to get shuffled in. All right, moving on to the next turn here. We're going to take our first, we draw 3, 1, 2, 3. And we take the first card and put it out. It's Tiza, again, it's a caution card. So we're at 0. When DP is 0, you discard 1 card from hand. So let's see what we've got. We're actually in week 3 now. So this this one is worth 4, so we will keep this. And then we have a consensus card, and we have, I don't want to discard any of these, to be honest. But since I have to, I'll discard this one. And we'll keep these 2. And we'll play another card to our hand, which is, oof, no Italian support. Italy will not support an offensive war against Serbia. I have focus locked on the board, so that might be why the cards might be a little blurry for you guys. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, 2, 3, 4. This is an assassination investigation that's tracked here on our little card. And DP is 2, 3, then 4 with successor plays to the tableau. So we're going to put this, it's 2 right now, so this gives us 2. And we're going to play that right there. And then again, we can play a card. So we'll play the Giesel card here, which gives us 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will go to the next one, which is another 4, Conrad, which you may play +1 card to your tableau this week. That also gives us 4. Now I have 2 cards left. I'm going to take a card from the draw pile to my hand. The Kaiser's blank check. And we'll take the last card here, and it's the war card, and we just lost the game. So, oh boy, that sucked. All right, well, at least I think I played that mostly right. But you can see that this is a game that would be a lot better probably if you could play with more than one player. Because there are other things like seize initiative, and you can call a Congress, and there's a lot more flesh on the bone, I would say, when you play multiplayer. The solitaire game is good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd like to try it again, and I probably will try it again. Not necessarily for video, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how the solo game plays. At least I only made it halfway through the week, so I did pretty poorly with a grand total of a whopping 5. Actually, yeah, it was actually 6 prestige. I did get 1 prestige point last week, so yeah, that's pretty bad in general. The tension was only 1 though, so that's good. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you got something worthwhile out of it. Please feel free to make comments, ask questions, etc. But that's going to do it for this one. Please consider liking, sharing, and or subscribing. Those are always welcome actions, and I appreciate anyone who does any of those 3 things. But that will do it for now. My name's Joe. This is the Hexed Encounter channel, and until next time, as always, happy gaming.